are you toughness. We're just going to stand over, hover over our partner. Again, remember, we never grab from underneath, up kick, we come on top of the shins, right? This is how we protect ourselves from being up kicked, okay? So we pass it across the center line, the other hand, insert the knee right to the floor. I want connection to the floor. I need to be anchored, right? Knee and my foot back here. I've got 2 points of contact. Back up, boom, 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 through to this side. Again, knee contact and anchor to the floor, foot, back up. All right, let's do it. Okay, so this position for MMA is going to create one of two scenarios, most likely, especially when the punches start coming, right? So if I've got Blake here again, he's on his back, right? So we'll come across, boom, boom, I come across to here. Now, again, in MMA, my striking is going to create openings that you're not going to necessarily get right away in Sport Jiu-Jitsu, right? We've got to be a bit more patient and use some leverage. But here, right, and I start cracking him down here, right, he's going to move. And chances are, one of the first things he's going to do is he's going to turn to his knees here to get away from the thunder, right? So he turns to his knees. I'm going to keep this leg pinned. Okay, I want to review this before we move on. We're going to keep this leg pinned, right? Which is important, right? That foot's connected, the knee's connected still. As he starts to ride up, hook in, flatten him out, and finish with the choke. Okay? So again, let's do this before we move on. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. I'm going to hover in, boom, I come through. Boom, boom, boom. Keep that leg pinned. Hook, fold them through. Boom. All right, let's do that and then we'll move on. All right, so make sure that's very important that we never leave a leg, if you've done all fours in the turtle, I'm always pinning. I pin this leg. I never let my leg go between his legs here. Right? He's gonna dive on that. Just roll through. Boom. All right, it's done. It's very important, guys. This is one of those details that's gonna cost you the fight if you're not paying attention. All right? Blake he'll be in most of this video, and I don't want to go to his head. So we're here, right? I cover through. Boom. I get to here. So as I'm hitting, right, like I said, in my experience, they do one of two things. One is they give up their back like we just drilled, or when I'm hitting, they start to bring this back across to create some frame, right? They want to get the fuck out of here, as they should, right? They're going to get knocked out here if they don't move. So, right, so if I stay low, that's tough for him to do, right? I can sit here and noogie him. But when I raise up, there. But I'm going to not raise up unless I'm prepared for this. Now you see how he stepped on my hip? Never let somebody put their feet on your hips. It's like letting somebody control the grips, right? Never let somebody grab your wrists. Same thing, right? You gotta fight that stuff. Whoever's in control of grips is winning the fight, right? Grip control is very crucial, as is him controlling my hips. So if I feel that on my hip, I'm clearing it off my hip. I don't want that on there because he can push now, right? As soon as if he push, right, I don't have the base. So I'll let the knee come up. I'm not letting that foot hit the hip. From in here, hug the knee right through into inside control. That's it. It's very simple. From here, grab the knee pit, slide down, roll, and watch my hips are doing all the work. I'm driving those hips right through. If I go full power there, his leg's gonna be sideways. It's gonna look like a bow. And there's gonna be all kinds of funky shit going on in that knee. None of it good, all right? So again, I come through, boom, boom, boom. I come through, boom, 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 he hits. Oh, sorry, buddy. Not the smoothest entry into that heel hook. But it was tight, though. But it was tight. All right, guys, give that a try. Especially with striking, because the striking is gonna get a very quick, very active response, okay? So when I'm drilling that position for MMA, I really drill taking the back and taking the heel hook, okay? It's very important. Now, I'd be doing you a disservice if we didn't go through the dope mount transition from the leg drag, because it's just and it's just part of the system, okay? So we did taking, we went to the cradle, we went to taking the back, we've now taken the leg, hit the inverted heel hook, and now we're gonna go dope mount, okay? So the dope mount, how about you, Joe? So the dope mount, at the beginnings, all the lead up's gonna be the same. Boom, I come across to here, okay? But this is where we're gonna start changing some stuff. I like to shield the back to kind of control where he is. So I'm gonna come real low here, like so. So, you know, if he comes back, he might try to get like a whatever. I just wanna be like here where I got the underhook. It's not, you'll find here soon that it's not super imperative right away, but I like to get that set. Now from there, I'm going to switch my right knee with my left knee. So I'm nice and low, and I'm going like this. Boom. And like I keep this pinned, I don't remove it and then put my left knee in because he's just gonna square up with me, right? So the right knee's in, give me a little feedback, and I'm just gonna bring my left knee beside it. So I'm basically stacked on this bottom leg, okay? Now from in here, I keep my head low, I'm going to step here, and then I turn this knee just past his knee, boom. And I'll actually like sit on my hip a bit, come through, slide right up into mount. Okay? It's a really good transition that's very difficult to stop. So again, boom, come through, nice and low. Double stack the knees, step, and then boom. I turn that knee right to the belt. Come through, into a mount. Okay? Let's give it a try. Dope mount. Don't forget this one last thing, just strictly from a ground and pound position. In my opinion, this is a position that's one step better than a knee ride, especially if I have the luxury of a wall between me and him. So with my pro guys, or my fighters, if we end up in this kind of a position right here, where he's on his back and he's close to the wall, so just get on your back, scoot, 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 so your head's down, right? When we're in this kind of a position, if I don't get on him quick and start to work, he's gonna scoot right to the wall and he's gonna be up again, right? And if I want to, you know, if he's a great kickboxer and I've done all this work to get him off his back, he's managed to disconnect me from him on top. If I get to this position, he's in a whole world of trouble. Because look, boom, I get to here, right? I'll put my head here, right? He's got nowhere to go. I'm really, where can you go from here? He's stuck.
He's asleep.
He's stuck.
Punchy town?
Yeah, right? I mean, I can just be here and here and here. If he starts to move, right, I'm staying with him.
Stay muffin. Stay muffin.
You know what I mean? He might be in the worst position you can be in with strikes, okay? So don't forget, this position on its own, without all the little branches, if I get him stuck in against the cage or whatever, it's over. He's gonna be in a lot of trouble. He's gonna have to fight for his life just to get to his knees to give up his back and get choked. That's a great position to be in. Not for him, for me. All right? Let's roll, guys. Everybody grab a partner.